Good evening, folks. It is I, the Groovy Gold Hunter, and I am here in my garage with the tarp behind me so you can't see this. Actually, my car's not in here because we've got some flooring coming in, and by the time you see this video, there will be flooring laying in my garage floor because I've got to redo our house. Look at the hair. It looks lovely, but I'm not here to talk about my hair. I'm here to talk about some pay dirt. It is a pay dirt review, and it is one I have done before, but I've only done it once, and I got this. Let me stop. That's for my thumbnail. But here it is right here. It is Irwin's Pay Dirt, the Explorer series, guaranteed 3 grams of gold, right here in this 3-pound bag of pay dirt. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get into this pay dirt right here. Here it is right here, 3 pounds pay dirt. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna pan down so you can see what I'm doing. Got to get a bowl out. Yeah, this is the second time I've gotten this pay dirt, and I really liked it the first time. I'm gonna pour it. Very dry. Love the bag. Love the label. I wonder if I could pull this off and stick it on my wall. Ooh, I think I can. Oh, looky there. Got it off. So I'm going to stick that on my wall. I just not thought about doing that. But yeah, here's the pay dirt. I think I will start out with my 1/8 inch and then just keep going down and see where we're at. Let's get to classifying it. And speaking of stickers, I just put that one on there. There's Miss Kimmison's right there. There's mine. I haven't even put that out yet, but there's my future label if I ever decide to do pay dirts. Vendetta, Dream Mat, and that's about it. I don't really have that many. So we're going to pan down. We're going to start out with 1/8 inch, like I said. A little dusty. Oh, no, that's not a little dusty. That's extremely freaky dusty. God bless. So let's get that in there as quick as possible. Let me shake this out of the way from my camera. So there is the 1/8 inch. There we go. So I'm not going to use that anymore. I'm going to go to my classifiers right here. There's the 1/8 inch. 10 mesh. Right there, my anti-dirt flying everywhere cap. So let's go ahead and dump this in a little bit at a time because it is very dusty. Ooh, cap it, cap it. That is probably not safe. I can see dust flying everywhere. Probably need a mask. Be a good idea for me to wear a mask, being that there's dust flying everywhere. Watch this. Poof. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll just show you the results after I get done with each classification because this will take a while. All right, so there is the 10 mesh right there. Not a whole lot. I think I'm definitely going to do 20 mesh. And then after I do 20 mesh, I think I'll do 40 mesh and then either stop, or if I do any more, I'll drop it down to 60. That's my 20 mesh right there. And yeah, I'm going to get to putting that in there and classifying it down to 20. So I'll be back when that's done because all that dust is fixing to, yep, there it goes. Good Lord. Pretty intense in the dust department. All right, so there's my 20 mesh right there. So yeah, I don't know when this will be put out. If it's after Christmas, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Today is actually December the 10th. I live in Tennessee, and we just got through some god-awful tornadoes. We got lucky, and we weren't affected by it. However, there is a ton of places around us that did get affected by it. Yeah, there were several towns, including a place where my wife works. The building's okay, but yeah, the surrounding areas, it was freaking awful. And yeah, it was pretty intense. And like I said, we got lucky. For the past, it seems like 15 years, 20 years, we have been the new tornado alley. And it's crazy to even say that. Anyway, hope everybody's all right. I know a lot of people who aren't all right. They're going to be out of power for at least a couple of weeks. A lot of roads closed, a lot of things going on around our area. So this is the 40 mesh right here. Yeah, this is the second time I've gotten this pay dirt, and I really did like it the first time. I've told you on my other videos, I'm trying to find new pay dirts. I don't want to keep going and doing the same ones over and over. That's all of the 40 mesh right there, a lot of it. I'm going to do a 60 mesh, and then I think that's all I need to do. I don't think I need to go any further down than 60. So I'm going to continue to do this, and then once I'm done, I'll show you all of our classes and we'll get to panning. Alrighty, and there they are right there. I got them in 6 classes. Let's start out with my plus 1/8 inch, followed by my plus 10, my plus 20, my plus 40, plus 60, and finally minus 60. Now, one thing about these 6, when you classify them, especially with a guaranteed amount of 3 grams, I couldn't help but sit there and look when I was classifying to see if there was any like little pieces of gold. I didn't see a single piece of gold while classifying any of that stuff. Usually you'll see like a little bitty flake or a little bitty small nugget picker or something. Yeah, let's hope there's gold in there. We're going to start with that, the minus 60, and we're going to go up the board. Put you on the overhead, and we'll get to panning. We are back, and it's time to do a little panning. But before we do a little panning, we're going to do a little bit of magnetic material. I'm going to see if we got any in here. I'll run this across here. Oh, wow, hardly any. Not much at all. And that's what we got. So let's get to panning this stuff. I've already started on it. My camera shut off for some reason, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, this is the first bit of the minus 60. I'm gonna go ahead and start panning. Ooh, I can already see some gold right there. So definitely flower gold in here. So I need to be a little more careful. So get a little bit more out and let's pan it back. Let's do a quick tap. Oh yeah, there is the flower gold. You gotta be a little careful with it though, because it's gonna start pulling my gold back. Yep, there it went. Gold kind of looks a little silvery. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but there is that little bitty flower gold right there. Yeah, I had a comment on the last pay dirt that I just put on YouTube why I was putting gloves on my hand. And I used to never do that until I started messing with a lot of flower gold. When I would try to push it back in the pan with my hands, all of a sudden the gold would start floating. And the reason why the gold's floating is because the oils that are on my hands done with that little batch, and there it is. It's all right here on this edge, so I'm gonna go ahead and suck that up. I don't think I'm gonna do any more panning tonight, but what I would like to do is drive what I've got up and look at it in a microscope and see what I'm dealing with here, because yeah, it just had a real like a reflection, and gold doesn't reflect off the light like that. Pyrite does, gold does not. And if you all know what I'm talking about, it's hard for me to explain anything, but yeah, gold is yellow and duller. Like when you shine a light on it, you cast a shadow over it, it doesn't change the brightness of the gold, it stays the same. Other metals, if you put a shadow over it, it gets real dark, and you put light on it, it reflects and shines real bright. Gold doesn't do that, other metals do. So that's what I meant. I hope I explained that right, but probably didn't. We still got that much to go, but yeah, I'm gonna let my GoPro charge, and I think I'm gonna go look at that stuff in a microscope just to see what I'm dealing with. I want to show you this. This is the minus 60 stuff, and if you look closely, none of this, some of this is gold, but a lot of it is not. Look at this. Is that mercury? Some of it looks like it could be pyrite, mercury, silver. I don't know what all this stuff is, but it is not gold. I have not seen maybe a couple of pieces of gold in this mess of stuff. I mean, it's everywhere. I have no clue what all this stuff is, but it is definitely not gold. Maybe a few pieces here and there, just not much gold in that at all. Guess I got to go back to panning the plus 60 and see what happens from there. So it's the next day. I just showed you what was in that minus 60, and I hope it changes, because I don't even know what to say about it. So I was going to do this plus 60 right here minus 40, but instead I'm going to go ahead and jump to this because now I'm very curious to see what's in this bigger stuff, and I will have a better view of it. So yeah, let's get on the overhead shot and see what we've got going on here. I was going to save this for last, but after seeing what I just saw in the minus 60, I'm going to go ahead and start panning some of this bigger stuff to see what's in there. So I'm going to dump about that much in there. I do see a piece of gold, so thank God, because I had this issue with another pay dirt company. If you ever watched my Indiana pay dirt review, it was that bad. It was nothing but pyrite and other stuff. It was not gold. But as I just poured that, I saw a piece of gold, so I'm a little bit more relieved. Let's go ahead and pan this. This is my plus 1/4 inch. And I normally don't do this. I like to go from one to another, but under the circumstances, I'm more curious than anything. So let's see what we got in this stuff. Yeah, I see a piece of gold right there. Let me get some more of these rocks out. Nice little chunk right there, but this is supposed to be 3-gram bag, so we'll see. Nice chunky piece of gold too. But you can hear it. Oh, well, actually, you can see it because there it is. Right there. Nice big fat nugget. That makes me feel better because I was like, oh my God, am I going to get nothing but pyrite like I did that other pay dirt? The Indiana pay dirt that I had done, it was a guaranteed 2-gram bag, and I did not get any big gold. It was all small flakes and stuff like that. And like I said, when I finally got it separated, I ended up with like a 1/2 gram of gold and like 8/10 of everything else. I didn't even get 2 grams. It was like 1.3 total. But they made it right. They sent me 2-gram bag again, and all is good. But yeah, as soon as I saw that in this, I'm like, uh-oh. So since I started it, let's go ahead and finish it. Oh yeah, I see a really nice piece of gold in there too. I wonder if they just threw some extra stuff in there. I don't know. This pay dirt, you can tell that it's already been washed, because even though it was really dusty at the beginning, all the minus 60 stuff was where all the dirt and dust was. These rocks, as you can see, they're really clean. So I think this has already been washed. But yeah, let's pan this back. Man, there's 2 more nice size little nugs there. Whew, that's a relief. You have no idea how much of a relief that is, because I thought I was going to have to deal with some craziness. 2 pretty pieces of gold right there. Sweet. They're pickers. But yeah, I know I won't be able to suck those up, so I'm going to drop them in my snuffer bottle. There's 1. Drop. Oh, nice sound. There's 2. Right there. Flip. Okay, so let's finish this. I still got a little bit left. Yeah, if you guys know what that stuff was that I just showed you in that minus 60, let me know in the comments. I'm guessing pyrite. I don't think any of that was silver. Let's pan this back. Yeah, no more. So there was my plus 1/8 inch. That was all my big stuff. I hated to have to go through that, so I wanted to check it before I went any further. So this is the plus 60 minus 40, and I'm going to do that much. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to be similar to what I got out of that minus 60 stuff, because if it is, I'm not going to put it in the same snuffer bottle. I want it separate. Now, as far as this stuff itself, it's very easy to pan. It's mostly rock. I haven't seen too many magnetics. I did not check this one for magnetic material, by the way. I will on my next run, but the first run that I did of the minus 60 didn't have a whole lot, barely any magnetic materials. Yeah, this is more of the same. I can't really tell. You can see different types of metals in there. I don't know if you can see it with my camera, but some of it's silver looking, some of it's gold, it's just all kinds of different stuff. So I'm going to use a separate snuffer bottle. This one's completely empty, because if it's like this the entire way through, and I'm going to have to separate what's gold and what's not gold. Alright, so here's my next batch right here. This company, Irwin's Pay Dirt, they have 3 different levels of their pay dirt. They have beginner, intermediate, and expert. This is intermediate, and if that's the purpose of it, to put some stuff in there that makes it a little bit harder than beginners, yeah, intermediate's not fun. Only because you have to pick all that stuff out to separate the gold, if that's the purpose of it. But I know I did one the first time with Irwin's, and I didn't have any of that stuff to deal with. It was just gold. Yeah, the sands and stuff itself is really easy to get out. But like you will see here, when I tap this back, you'll start seeing a lot of stuff that looks like gold pulling back with it and even floating. So I'm going to spread that out a little bit so you can see it better. You can see the silver, you can see the gold, you can see just all kinds of different types of metals in there. Let's dump the rest of this in. A lot more than I thought it would be. I'm gonna pan this and then I will show you what the end result is. All right, so here is that last bit. I'm gonna zoom in as best I can, very slowly, and show you what this stuff is. And hopefully it will shine a light on it. So there is some gold in there. I can see the gold. That gives you a pretty decent idea of what I'm dealing with. All right, so that was all of the plus 60 minus 40, and now it is time to do the plus 40 minus 20. I had to sit there and think about it. Magnetics. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. Again, probably not much of any. Yeah, hardly any in there. Just that little bit. We'll start with that much. And I'm hoping the bigger that this gets, the less I will see of that other stuff and the more gold I will see. Starting to see a little bit of yellow. Let's put it on the finishing side. Tap it back. Oh, I think this is all gold. Oh yeah, definitely all gold. Oh, that is a relief because I did not want to have to sit there and separate. I can put this in my gold snuffer bottle, the one that's got those little nuggets in there. I can suck that all up because if you can see there, it is absolutely all gold. That's great. Let's do a little bit more. Probably do this in 3. Tap it back. Oh yeah, all gold. Whew, what a relief. Last bit, I could probably do that in 2, but let's just do it in 2. Yeah, because that's going to be a lot. So this is the last bit of that 40 mesh, minus 20 plus 40. Not as much as I thought there would be in there because I dumped a lot. But it's okay because it's all gold. Oh, we got floaters. I've already put my fingers in there, so it's not going to make a difference. Flaky gold, but very, very thin flaky gold coming out of this. But very easy to pan and very easy to separate. And we are done with plus 40. Yeah, I kept that, even that plus 60 and minus 60, I kept separate from this just because I knew that everything that I pulled out of the plus 40 was nothing but gold. But this is what we've got left. And I'm probably going to go ahead and do the 10 mesh and then do the 20 mesh because the 20 mesh has got a lot more. I'll do half and half, and then it's the 20 mesh, and we will be done with this pay dirt. I'm running low on water too. I've been dumping a lot of water because of all the dirt. I'm not hearing any gold sounds coming off the pan, so it's not looking promising. Let's pull this back. That's enough. Nope, nada. So let's dump the rest of that in. Oop, I see a piece of gold. It really does shine. In comparison to those rocks, it really does present itself. Yeah, I don't really hear it. I know there's one in there, but it must not be very big because I can't hear it clink up against the pan. I'm seeing it right now. It's starting to poke its little head out. Now I can hear it. Just got that distinctive sound to it. Heavier than all the other rocks, so it makes a more profound clunk. on the side of that plastic. Let's pan it back. Oh, who am I kidding? There was not one, there was 3. That one's a very thin flake, but yeah, 4. Oh crap, look at me go. One of them's a little balled up piece of gold. Nice. Unos, dos, tres, 4. Before I take that one out, look at that. It's like a little bitty ball, like a roly-poly, but it's so heavy it won't roll. So this is it. So 20 mesh right here. Very easy to pan, like I said. Oh my goodness, do you see the gold? I see a piece right there. I was holding it here, see if you can spot the gold. I don't know how good my GoPro can catch that. If you can spot the gold, congratulations, you got a good eye. Wow, my gold is already coming up where it's not supposed to be. All right, pan it back. What do we got here? That's a big piece right there. 5 pieces. That's a picker. But yeah, there it is. 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, look at that. I see more gold. Every time I pour some of them rocks in, you can just see that shiny gold just show itself. Now, I do have to be careful when I start panning this out because I've been noticing some gold getting like all the way up here. So I got to really watch to make sure I'm not dumping. And after I do this, as I always do, I will repan all of this just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it smacking that plastic. See if you can hear it. Oh yeah, you hear that? Sounds so good. Gold sounds wonderful against the plastic pan. I do love these 3-gram bags. Get all that gold in one bag. It's so nice to see. Got a little bit in there. Look at all that gold. And what little bit, I meant the tailings, not the gold. I got a lot of gold in there. Wow, look at all that. Isn't that pretty? I can't even tell you how many pieces that is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 pieces of 20 mesh gold. Nice clean gold too. We'll do that much and then we'll do the rest. Pan this real quick. Yeah, there's one, at least one piece. Let's tap it back. Oh yeah, we got 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now for the last bit. There it is. The saddest part about panning. And I haven't even looked at my snuffer bottle. I've just been panning it all at once. All right, quick tap. And there it is. Yep, there's that wiry piece. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 more pieces right there, and we are done. All right, so that does it. This is all of my gold. Look at that. You can see in the snuffer bottle. Look at all that gold right there. And then this is that plus 60 stuff that I kept separate because I want to get all of that silver stuff out of there. I'm going to put it in 2 separate bowls. So I'll see you guys upstairs. All right, guys, we are back up in the room. It's actually the next day because it took a while to dry all that stuff out. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pan down and show you this and show you all 3 sections. This is the minus 60, the plus 60, and then everything else. And hope I don't spill it, but yeah, there's that minus 60 stuff, and I put that in the microscope and showed you. Not much of that is gold at all. But then there is the plus 60, and it's pretty similar to that other stuff as well. But I do see some gold pieces in there, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get some of that out. But then there's this. Look at all that. That is all gold, and it is pretty gold too. I'm gonna look at that stuff in the microscope first, just real quick, and yeah, then we'll do the normal. We'll weigh this gold and what I can pull out of that is gold, and yeah, we'll get a value on it. All right, so let's get a look at this stuff just real quick. I can see, yeah, there's some gold right there immediately. Yeah, a couple of nice little, of course, they're very small. They look gigantic when I'm putting them in this microscope, but yeah, they're really small pieces. But then there's this other stuff that I just cannot quite figure out what it is. Like, that looks like it could be gold, like maybe mixed with silver. Like, has that got some gold? And see how it's got purple and all kinds of stuff. That's definitely gold. That's all gold. That's gold. That's gold. That's gold. Gold, gold, gold. Not sure, not sure, not sure, not sure. So yeah, there is all that, and I have no idea how I'm going to pick all this stuff out. I'll figure it out. Okay, so the only thing I know to do is I'm just going to measure them separately because it'll take me forever to separate that gold from whatever the rest of that stuff is. So I'm going to weigh that first, the very small stuff, just to get a good idea of what that is. So there's your best shot I can give you. We are at 0. and weighing this stuff, it comes out to about 4/10 of a gram. We'll say it's 1/10 of a gram of gold. So let's zero this out. Get a nice look at that pretty gold again. Pretty gold. We'll start tapping this in. We're at 1 gram, 1.7, 2.5, 3. Whoa, 3.299. So I think it's safe to say we can call that 3.3. Plus, I guesstimate 1/10 of a gram, and this is gold. So yeah, we'll call it 3.4. That's awesome. 3 grams of gold guaranteed, and I got 3.4 grams. That's freaking awesome. That's surprising. I guess this stuff that was in here is just some stuff that was in his pay dirt. I don't know. Let's get over there in the calculator and see what kind of value we got. Should be good. Okie dokie, we are on the gold calculator. So we're gonna call it 3.4 because there was 3.3 grams of absolute gold in the bigger stuff. It said 4/10 of a gram in that little bitty stuff, and I know not all of that was gold, so we're gonna say 25%. Well, yeah, 25% of it was gold, which would be 1/10 of a gram. So we'll call it 3.4. 3.4 grams of gold, 24 karat. Gold prices as of December 12th, $1,980 and a penny, $216.44. Let's go to the pay dirt and see what I paid for this. I can't remember exactly what I paid with tax and all. I think there was free shipping. So this is what I got right here. This Explorer 3-pound jar intermediate. It was $223. It says it comes in a jar, but it came in a bag, which I don't care. But yeah, it was $223 shipping, everything out the door. So that's what I paid for it. So I can tell you right now, it's going to be a great return. $216.44. Paid $223 for it. 223. Calculate 90 what? 97%. You can't beat that. I mean, you can with 98%, but excellent return. Full disclaimer before I let you guys go. Every time I get on my computer, I always put my headphones on. I don't hear anything in my headphones. Why do I put my headphones on every time I do that? I always pull my mic up. I have a computer mic that I pull up towards me. You see it in the video. But I always put my headphones on, and I don't hear any. I can't hear myself. I don't know why I'm putting headphones on. Every time I do that, I put my headphones on. Anyway, so yeah, 97% return. Outstanding. Probably the best return I've gotten on any pay dirt since Miners Depot. Nothing but great things to say about that stuff. The only regret I had was I panicked when I started getting that funky stuff in the -60 and +60, and I went straight to the +1/8 inch because I was like, oh my God, is this going to be like this throughout the whole thing? It totally wasn't. I don't know what that other stuff was. I'm going to put it in a separate vial, and like I said, I'll separate it out later and check it out and try to pull what gold I can out of it. Either way, I don't care what it is, to be honest with you. It's more curiosity than anything, because I'm looking at it right now and it's got basically every color of metal that I can think of. Not much more to say about it. Great pay dirt, easy to pan, even though it's considered intermediate, hardly any magnetic material. Yeah, nothing but good things to say about that. That was an absolutely fantastic pay dirt. I loved it. I'm done with the Irwin's pay dirt. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, also that share button and the like button. If you don't mind, hit it. If you haven't already, if you have, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, peace and love, and I'll see you on my next review. Bye.